Sagittarius, hi, how's everybody? It's Lisa, and I'm here to do a general reading for September 2022. It's only general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. You know the drill. Oops. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy it and you'll come back and see me again. And for those of you who have been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. All right. And let's just get started. This is for Sagittarius for September 2022. Okay, we got the Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Moon, the Three of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Wands. All right, see what we have here, and then we'll go ahead and clarify with another deck. All right. Looks like your current self, like how you're feeling about things right now, I feel like there's some drama going on. There's maybe some chaos, some arguments, might even be like the feeling of where, everybody's trying to talk over each other and they're not giving anybody a chance to get a point across at all because you don't want to hear each other. Nobody's trying to hear each other. Now the theme of the month is this Knight of Wands. So this could possibly be your energy. And this is just feeling you're energetic and passionate. Sometimes very impulsive. So maybe that's how you're feeling about the whole month. So whatever's going on, that like whatever the arguments are going on, you're still feeling like, you have all this passion and you're feeling very inspired. Like maybe whatever this argument is, it's not really holding you back from whatever it is that you really want to do. I feel like your main goal, though, is to reach out for new opportunities, to maybe find something, to have some growth involved in it, some new inspiration. So I feel like, all right, that's a goal. So whatever this is, you feel like still very fiery, and you have this passion that you want to go forward in something, even though there's all kinds of, you're feeling like very, I don't want to say beat down. It's not beat down, but I feel like you've been arguing a lot. It actually feels like you've been arguing a lot, and people around you have been arguing, like you have been like in the middle of it somehow. Now, this next one, it's the obstacle. Now this comes up, the King of Pentacles. Now if this is a person, they're very grounded and they're stable and secure. But they're representing here as an obstacle for you to overcome. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is this you? You have to overcome that obstacle as a characteristic of yourself. For whatever reason, you don't want to come across as being grounded and stable. You don't want that to be projected as how you're showing up in life right now. Or is this a person that you're just trying to get around or get over and not be involved with at this minute? Now I do feel like you accomplished with this five of Cups. In the traditional deck, it's a guy and he's looking at 5 cups, he's looking at 3 and they're all dumped over. And there's 2 of them, they're hanging out in the back behind him. He's not really aware that they're there. And, he has to remember that even though he lost some things, all is not lost. They're there. You have to take care of what's still there. But I feel like you handled this as an accomplishment because you have realized that. And you're like, okay, yeah, I've lost something. You know, it could have been, it could have been a relationship, could have been a friendship. It could have been things that were really important to you, you know, emotionally, with a lot of feelings involved to it. But you have the accomplishment of, you know what's still there and what's still important. So you were able to bypass that and not be dragged down by it. Oops. Gosh. Nails are all this. Now for this moon, the way this feels is you want to avoid possibly being nervous about a situation. Yeah, you know, the moon, it represents like anxiety and your subconscious being in overdrive, but also the not knowing and negative feelings. And you're trying to avoid that. So maybe as you're going here and you're trying to be, all fiery and inspired and, all kinds of Sagittarius, you're trying to avoid feeling like you're vulnerable because you don't know what's going on, like this, you don't know what's next. And the anxiety that's there, in regards to that, you're trying not to feel it. You're trying to, like, seriously avoid it. Oops. Now this 3 of Swords. Now this feels like, and as horrible as it is, it's possibly, it could be a broken heart, it could be an end of a relationship, it could be, well, but I feel like you're almost embracing it. You want this to happen. So I don't know what situation this was in. You absolutely want it to happen. Maybe it is a relationship that you just needed to get over. You needed to make it go away. So you're like, okay, yeah, this signifies the end. Yeah, it hurt, but I'm past it now. Like, you could actually get over it because you want to be able to embrace that. Now you have this Page of Cups, and Page of Cups comes up with this feeling of, maybe you want to have some possibilities open up to you, possibly creative opportunities, intuitive messages coming out. And this is where you're also going to find your support. And that's interesting because this is very possible. If this is a person, I'm thinking, they're younger than you. They seem like they would be a little younger. I don't know in how they show up in your life. But so if it's a person, it could be a child, children that maybe you work with, maybe children you have. And maybe for whatever's going on here, you find support in them, having them around you, making you feel like, as bad as this could be, I have them and it's all good. Or this could be, if it's not that, it's just like a situation where you're like, okay, well then I'm gonna find my support in, having these possibilities and maybe doing something creative and opening up to, a new part of life that's going to make me have a lot of emotions towards. And then you have the 4 of Wands. Now this card always reminds me of stability, like I guess with the 4 Wands. It just feels like that. This could be about a home, this could be about a celebration. And if you were looking for encouragement or advice, whatever this represents to you, so maybe about your family, like you can go find, you'd be able to go find advice from them. People that are around you and maybe your home. So I feel like you may be reaching out to other people just if you, whatever's going on here, you need to have advice based on it. Like, okay, well, I have this whatever is happening and Who can I talk to? Who can I bounce ideas off of? Oh, sorry. All right, let's see if I can find something out here. So what is this Five of Wands for? All right, we got the Seven of Coins and the Knight of Swords. So I'm guessing, now this feels like to me, if you were, whatever this argument and battling, words and drama were around, I feel like you're still thinking about how you can build on it or capitalize on it. That just popped into my head. So how can you make that work for you? And I feel like this is big changes. Like this Knight of Swords, he signifies big changes. He, kind of like where there's fast thinking going on, this driven to success, very ambitious. If it's a person, it could come across like that. It could be a part of you also, but I just feel like he's telling you, like you, I actually heard that, capitalizing on however this drama thing is turning out. All right. What about this Knight of Wands? The Hangman and the Eight of Cups. All right, so you, at this point, I feel like you are just pretty much, okay, you're looking at something in a different way, but you're also just accepting the consequences of moving away from something. I'm not sure, it was obviously something very important to you. And, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of things that meant something to you for a while, but it's not working for you anymore. And I feel like, okay, well, you've accepted the consequences of it. And so you're walking away. But what about this Ace of Wands? All right, we got the Lovers and the Four of Cups. Now, the Lovers can be, all right, say this is somebody that is very special to you, very, they mean a lot, and you have a really tight bond to them. But there's a feeling of disappointment that goes along with it. So I feel like you didn't feel like they were putting out as much as they should have to whatever the relationship might have been. So you were feeling very disappointed by it. And you're almost bored. You were like, just, whatever. And you're like really seriously thinking, I ain't going to take that cup. I should have had the Four Cups to begin with, and I don't. So I'm not really thinking about taking it now. All right. The other side to that is the Lovers can actually, it's a duality. So if you made a choice or a decision, you would have to, wait, I lost my word. Hold on, MS brain, wait a minute. Oh yeah, you're at a crossroads as in regards to whatever this decision was that you made, how you're going to go forward with it, because there's going to be consequences with whatever this decision is. So if you were disappointed or, pretty much not really feeling that fourth cup anymore. So it could be either way. So it could be a partnership, or it could just be a decision that you made that's almost basically kind of saying the same thing. I think the partnership, the consequences of the partnership are pretty much, it's apparent to you. We got the Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Well, it looks like what you needed to overcome, and I was talking about the King of Pentacles, like if you just didn't want to come across as that person, like you didn't want to come across as that really stable, grounded personality, or it was somebody that you were just trying to get around and just not be involved with. I feel like you do have a lot of choices that you can make, a lot of options are available, and you're trying not to feel left out. of the situation. So it could be a matter of, okay, well, I don't want to deal with that person, or I don't want to be around them. So I'm going to choose something else. Or I don't want them to see that I am stable and grounded. And you almost want to show that you have lack. And I don't know why that would be. But it's I feel like you need to overcome that, what they think of you. So you think if you don't show up with, oh, I have everything going down. I know exactly what I need to do. I know how to do it. I'm set. I'm mature. I'm in a good position. And maybe you don't want to show them that for whatever reason. So you're looking at other ways to come across. What about this 5 of Cups? That moon again. All right, well, with this 5 of Cups, we got the 9 of Wands and the moon. Now, this to me seems like, all right, I think what you accomplished in this situation was, all right, you have what you need to handle whatever is actually, not clear to you, like the things that you're not really aware of. You're able to handle it because you have all this, almost all this practice at it. You have resilience, and you're going to be on guard for it. And I think you're pretty much on guard, and because whatever this unknown is to you, you're almost not going to be surprised by it if there's something coming out. There's something coming at you that's like a mystery. So what about the moon up there? The High Priestess. And the 10 of Swords. Well, that was... All right, so we were just trying to avoid the feelings of, the moon gives you anxiety and makes you not know what's going on. But going within and looking for things that were hidden with this High Priestess energy, so it might make it very obvious of what is hidden. Like you might be very aware of it now. And I don't know if that could be that you somehow it was almost like a betrayal along the way, or it could actually signify the end, like the end of your anxieties and the end of not knowing what's coming next, because she's all about finding things that are hidden. So it might have came across to you that, okay, now I know, so because here you kind of knew you had the resilience and the strength to do it. And so here it might just be like putting an end to that situation. Or you just became very aware that you were actually, betrayed. Oof. All right, what about this 3 of Swords? This is kind of some deep shit, Saggies. King of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. All right, well, it looks like... All right, maybe with these two energies, this King of Cups energy, this could be somebody else around you. Or it could be you, very emotionally stable, very, like diplomatic and compassionate. And you're willing to maybe open yourself up to, having those feelings again, those emotions again, after that 3 of Swords and this ending here. So I feel like you might actually be ready to open up again and let somebody else in. What about this Page of Cups? the Magician, and the Knight of Wands. Alright, that's your energy, the Knight of Wands. And with that Magician, okay, you have all the resources you possibly could use. Anything that you need to be able to try to manifest something or to make something happen, you have it. Oops. And what about this Four of Wands? Whoops. Wow. Well, this one came up. Hold on. Alright, we got them. Oops. Got the Six of Wands. That's a victory. Acknowledgement. Something you're noticed for. And the Strength card. Okay. That's your inner strength and your willpower and your ability to handle situations that need to be handled. Alright. Let's see. This is actually really kind of cool. But it seems very deep. Alright, let me pull a couple oracle cards. My nails are a mess. Alright. Let's see what we can find out. Sagittarius. Huh. Don't let pride get in your way. And that's the full moon in Leo. And what about this one? Pain and strength. All right, well, that kind of pretty much tells me if there's going to be pain. I mean, I feel like this, whatever's going on here, you're going to have some kind of pain at some point. It could be physical, but it could be emotional. I'm thinking it feels more emotional here. But you have the strength to be able to handle it. And, the pain, that's one of your feelings. Acknowledge it, recognize it. But hopefully this is all going to work out for you in the end. If you enjoyed the reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment if it resonates. I would love to know. And I'll be back in 2 weeks. All right, guys, take care of yourselves.